Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming. And don't worry, you're not crazy. The other episode did just end. Due to a careless mistake on my part, I caused a little issue with the video file that was being recorded, and I had to re-encode it, which created a video file that normally is about 300 megs, is now over a gig in size. So, unfortunately, there's no way to save it. We can't go back and re-get the amulet. So I'm going to leave that up as its own episode that just kind of dies and ends. And then I am going to just put this episode up at the same time as a point 2. I've done this before in other Let's Plays when it happens. Stuff happens. You just got to go with it. At least we didn't miss much. So all that happened was I cast Vasrel Pour. I think I got it cut right where I got right here to the surface. So the moon gate for Minok is right over here. We'll show where we're standing on the map here. Oh, where's Minok? There we go. So when we're looking at the map, here's Minok, here's our relative position, and here's the moon gate. Well, something we're going to do. We have heard tale of the moonstones that power the moon gates. So, if we actually search during the daytime here, we have found a strange rock. We can actually get this strange rock. And we got the moonstone. So this is actually the moonstone that powered the moon gate right here next to Minok. And there's one of these stones underneath every single one of the moon gates in the game. The reason we're grabbing this guy now is that we're going to go to the underworld. But before we enter the scary dungeon, again, we talked about our goal is to get through Dungeon Shame, and that we want to get to, once we get out of Shame in the underworld, this is our ultimate goal. I'm going to set up a moon gate right here so that we can get back to the underworld as quick as we want. So we can go back and forth fairly quickly. So that's my plan in taking that moonstone. Now, if you did that earlier, you could make your life a lot easier. Any place you want to go to instantly, you could take the moonstone from say all of the citadels and put them, from the cities and put them in the citadel so you can get there quickly. It's up to you. You can use them to create a warp point to anywhere you want. So, with that in mind, we need to get to Dungeon Shame, as we saw on the map of where stuff is. Dungeon Shame, again, is in this mountain next to Britain. So that's where we're going to be headed. So let's go ahead and let's go back to Britain. Grug, cast Vasrel Pour one more time. To Britain. There we go. Do we need to... Yeah, let's stop in here. Let's have a nice little relaxing sleep in the inn real quick. Yes, we want to rest. We'll pay the 15 gold. Before we head out for this dungeon. Alright. So let's leave the town of Britain. And actually, what does that moonstone show up as in our menu, in our thing? It shows up just as a moonstone with that symbol. Okay. And again, that's Minok's moonstone, so that was phase number 5. Let's get on our magic carpet. Let's go find this dungeon, shall we? It's somewhere in these mountains, and it looks like it's pretty much just over here. There it is. It's inside some swamp. Inside of these mountains. So let's head back this way. There we go. Follow this swamp. There it is. Oh. Can we yell from here? What is the name that we need? What's the word of power? Infama. So let's yell Infama. No, we have to be right next to it. Okay. Yell Infama. Alright. We have opened it up. I don't like doing it this way, but Yep, we got poisoned. I knew that was going to happen. Grug, cast and knocks on YOLO. And Julia, cast and knocks. Or I mean, Grug, cast and knocks on Julia. Alright. We are ready to enter this dungeon as well. Here we go. In we get. Alright, first things first, we got a room here. And this room is a puzzle room. But, don't worry folks. Grug was prepared for this. So, he actually kind of knows what we need to do. So, we're going to activate Grug. And we're going to head down here. You can actually climb on these rocks. There we go. So, what we actually need to do, and again, you would be here forever. I don't know there's anything in the game that tells you to do this. Push on this wall. Push on this wall. Push on this wall. Where would you get that information without having, you know, seen it somewhere, looked it up, you name it? I can't think of anywhere else you would find that. So, let's get out of here, shall we, folks? Let's get out of here. Okay, so I'm going to have to do it. This is going to be kind of silly, because you've got to climb over each of these rocks, and then just walk out. Let's see. Julia. Bueno. Oh, Jaina next. I really feel like we should have more mages with us, but not too concerned. Alright, so that puts us here in the Dungeon of Shame. Another mine. Look at this, they got cool mine-looking stuff here. Let's bring it up. The Dungeon Shame. Whoop. Actually, I didn't set this up properly before, so we'll see if I've caused the problem. Whoa! Almost did. Oh, too much. There we go. Alright, so Dungeon Shame. It was a mine known as Shame, closed because of the Lost River's frequent flooding of its upper levels, but eventually was filled with enemy monsters. So here's Shame. Here on level 1, we started right here, and we've got to choose which of these paths we want to go down. It looks like it might be complicated, right? Look at all this stuff. There's this weird door room and everything, but it's okay. We have a different way we're going to go. I have another map from the Resistance showing us how to get through this dastardly old mine. In fact, there was an old miner who used to work in Shame, and he came to us one night with a letter, a scroll rolled up, and when we opened it, there was the map. So this is our map of Shame. So you can see it's not going to be that difficult. We only have to go through 3 levels and just 2 battle rooms. I think we'll fit it all in this episode. So first things first, we're going to head south. We're going to go east a bit. And we're actually going to go all the way to the end. And from here, we're going to go down this ladder. And we should be able to continue to climb down all the way to level 7. Yes, alright. From level 7, we're going to head south and climb down one more set here. Okay, and we're in a room of death already. Oh, I think we can just... Can we just bug out? Like, is bugging out an option? Instead of fighting these sea serpents that are shooting death at us from the ocean? Come on, Gweno! Hey, it worked! It worked. Alright, so... looking at things here, we should be right in this room. So that means we should just have to go here, around, go into this battle, and then head this way. So, first things first, Grug, how about you cast a Vasmani on Gweno? And let's save. So we need to turn to the left, and then the right, and then the left. Let's see what's in this room. That's uncalled for. There's a dead guy being eaten by orcs and ettins. So, to get out of here, we need to go east. Again, if just Grug... Oh, this won't be that tough to get everybody out, I don't think. I think it really just depends on what their turn order is at this point. Grug's out. It'll be interesting to see if we've done this correctly. But yeah, I think we could just... Like, this is not that difficult a battle room, actually. We could stand here and we could cast the Tremor spell. Earthquake, or Create Great Movement. Whichever version you want to go with as far as it being called. Get out! Alright. So if we're facing east, there should be a secret door. There should be a ladder. We made it. So far, this is going great. So we've popped out in the underworld. We should be right here on Dungeon Shame. So we are going to head right on over to here and see if we can't plant our moon gate there. So that means it should just be a matter of getting on our magic carpet. No one's poisoned, right? No. Okay. We're going to head over this way. There's a lot of poison all over, but it's okay. We have our magic carpet. It's not a problem. Oh, I just realized something. Those dastardly devils. Look at this. Look at this. There's a dead end. Alright, so we're going to have to step on poison again to make this happen. Stupid poison. Grug, cast some Nox here for us if you could. Depoisonify everybody, please. Alright. So what we're going to do here, as you can see, we just need to get across this little gap. So again, Jaina, cast Inpour to the east. There we go. We have now arrived on the edge. You can see that volcano off to the distance. So that is one of our ultimate goals. Like I said, we're going to make it easy to get back down here. So I should be able to save. I should be able to use the moonstone right there. Okay, so we buried the moonstone. So now, Jaina, 18 magic points. So if Jaina casts Vas Relpor, and we go to phase 2, we should go back to Castle Britain. Okay, so we're here outside Castle Britain. But if she casts Vas Relpor, and we go to Moon Phase 5, we should go back to the Underworld. Look at that. We are set up. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like the mark and recall spells from Morrowind. If you remember those spells, great spells, so useful. So that is really cool. We don't want to stay here in the Underworld though. Let's oh, goodness gracious, Julia, can you or Yolo? Can you get us out of the Underworld for now? All right, woo, back where it's a little bit safe. So, folks, we have gathered. Well, first we're going to take a little nap. We're going to avoid the guards. Yes, rest, yes. Okay, after we rest here, we will leave this in. And let's talk about what we've got. So we are carrying the Amulet of Lord British, the Crown of Lord British, the Scepter of Lord British, and we have the wooden box. We also have a couple potions. Ooh, is one of these an Inmani? No, we're out of the Inmani Corpse Scrolls, oh well. We have the Mystic Arms and the Mystic Armor. I think we are ready to go get Lord British. And it's an Ultima game. Like we've said, Lord British can only be in one place. He's got to be in the dungeon that's in the middle of a volcano. Because where else would he be in the underworld? So folks, I'm going to get our party prepared. And I think in the next episode, we will begin our assault on Dungeon Doom. So folks, I want to say thanks for watching. Sorry for the split episode, the fact that you have to watch 2 episodes to get your normal 1 episode of content, but thanks very much. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell your friends. And as always, we hope to see you soon.